Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would ask if, because we have the good fortune of having our budget director on this body, if he could share any insight as to why the governor's recommended budget has no appropriation for the medical state shared responsibility funding.
My response would be that there was just not enough funding to satisfy all of the needs and desires that people might project into the budget. And we knew that that was not subject to the inviolable contract. So funding was reduced to zero for that purpose.
Thank you, Mr. Director. And Mr. Chairman, may I add a comment, please, sir?
Please proceed.
Thank you. I think that when we have this discussion about needs and wants and what we have to do, we certainly have a monumental challenge. But I don't think teachers are going to call and say, hey, good job. Good job for finally funding the ARC. I don't think they're going to call in to state representatives and senators and say, hey, good job for finally doing your job. I think they're going to call in and say, we want people to care about what we do because we care about what we do in the classroom. And I think that taking this approach that all you get is what is given to you in the inviolable contract takes away from the reality of what these teachers and these state employees do every day in the classroom. If this budget is only going to be what we can legally do for you, then we're not going to invest and we're not going to take any additional effort to help the professions that this state runs, teachers and state employees. So I think to help answer some of these questions and get this dialogue further down the road, teachers are not going to be happy when you don't fund their health insurance. Any employee in this Commonwealth hopes for a job where you have medical insurance. I know it's expensive. It's going to continue to get more expensive the more that Frankfort and Washington lack the ability to do their jobs. But we should hope to provide health insurance for everybody that works for the Commonwealth of Kentucky, regardless if it's an inviolable contract. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.